In this video we are going to talk about best small cars of 2022. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. These are the vehicles that we truly ought to be driving if conceivable. The best little vehicles are conservative, somewhat light, economical, but roomy enough for most purposes. In the event that we'd all purchase these rather than SUVs, perhaps there wouldn't be such a great deal an environment emergency. To assist you with finding the right little vehicle, we've selected our main 10 and named the ones you ought to stay away from. Number 10, Hyundai i10. The i10's reduced aspects and incredible perceivability make it obviously fit to the city, yet it doesn't feel hopelessly lost on quicker streets because of a 1.2-liter petroleum motor that has sufficient oomph for calm excursions. Ride solace is amazing at all paces, as well, even contrasted and numerous bigger models. Notwithstanding, the i10 is very expensive for such a little vehicle. Indeed, even the old i10 looked undeniably edgier than other super little hatchbacks, yet this new variant goes further with a bunch of pointed headlights and a squeezed grille that seem as though they have a place on a small hot lid than an expense-cutting city vehicle. High-spec models even accompany a lively-looking, yet completely phony, back diffuser, while the energetic inline rendition has different changes including inline badging, chrome exhaust tips and red pinstripe features. The Hyundai i10's lodge establishes a decent first connection, as well. You get a few cool finished manages on the entryways, and the air vents seem to be Hyundai's specialists found them in a case-stamped Mercedes. Number 9, Dacia Sandero. The Dacia Sandero is a financial planned little vehicle option in contrast to the famous Ford Fiesta and Volkswagen Polo. It doesn't take the battle to different choices as far as tech or driver offer, but instead seeks beat them on incentive for cash. Truth be told, in its most fundamental pretense, it's the least expensive new vehicle discounted in Britain. Hence, purchasing a Sandero has forever been a piece like going on a Ryanair flight. Certainly, you'll end up in a similar objective at generally a similar time as you would on a British Airways plane, yet your ticket will cost you a negligible part of the cost. Very much like that in-flight sandwich, in any case, you'll need to fork out assuming you need any extra toys on your Dacia. Odds are you'll spend that cash, as well. Taking everything into account, the section-level access model is uncommonly fundamental. It's all steel wheels, level white paint and enormous dark plastic guards here. Fortunately, the pricier Essential and Comfort models, with their body-hued guards and more creative, discretionary, paint choices, look a lot more brilliant. Number 8, Peugeot 208. Envision the condition of your genealogy in the event that every age changed their last name, things would get strong, befuddling, powerful rapidly. Likewise, Peugeot hasn't had consistency in its little vehicle naming throughout the long term, offering everything from a 104 to a 207. In any case, that changes with the Peugeot 208. This is all there is to its second era, which gets a broad update all around, as well as offering diesel, petroleum and unadulterated electric adaptations, the main little vehicle to do as such. Those looks and all that decision, Peugeot trusts, will entice you away from little vehicles like the Volkswagen Polo, CD Ibiza and Ford Fiesta. Goodness, and there's another explanation you may be enticed. The 208 brought back home the Carwow Little Legend Award for 2019. Number 7, Ford Fiesta. The Ford Fiesta is one of the most amazing worth little vehicles around. Not exclusively is it truly reasonable, the Fiesta is additionally splendid to drive, agreeable, exceptional and simple to live with. It goes facing any semblance of the Vauxhall Corsa, the Peugeot 208 and the Volkswagen Polo. However, there's an explanation. The Fiesta is consistently perhaps of the most famous vehicle in the UK. It simply turns out impeccably for such countless Brits. There's a lot of decision inside the Fiesta range, as well. Besides the fact that you purchase it in 3 and 5 entryway hatchback shapes, there's a tough active variant and the lively Fiesta ST hot hatchback as well. We've surveyed those two models independently. Passage-level Fiestas are sufficiently shrewd, yet it's higher up the model reach where things get fascinating. The ST-Line Edition vehicles have a lively look in light of the Fiesta ST's updates, while the Vignale Edition has an emphasis on extravagance. It's all chrome trim, calfskin upholstery and solace here. Number 6, CD Ibiza. In the realm of little hatchbacks, the CD Ibiza is really provocative, with its etched plan and wonderful extents. It's so satisfying on the eye, truth be told, that it looks the same in the wake of getting a midlife update for 2021. Be that as it may, where the old vehicle's lovely body was changing out checks its dull lodge couldn't cash, the upgraded one has some substance inside also. There's a major new piece of silver scramble trim, which consolidates with some hued air vents, a delicate touch upper scramble, new infotainment screens and another guiding wheel. Doesn't seem like a lot, however it brightens up things up a lot, while surfaces feel more pleasant to the touch. However, it's a disgrace the entryway cards are still so plasticky. Number 5. Honda Jazz. In the realm of little hatchbacks, the CD Biza is really hot, with its etched plan and amazing extents. It's so satisfying on the eye, truth be told, that it looks the same in the wake of getting a midlife update for 2021. Be that as it may, where the old vehicle's lovely body was changing out checks its dull lodge couldn't cash, the enhanced one has some substance inside also. There's a major new segment of silver scramble trim, which joins with some shaded air vents, a delicate touch upper scramble, new infotainment screens and another guiding wheel. Doesn't seem like a lot, yet it perks up things up a lot, while surfaces feel more pleasant to the touch. However, it's a disgrace the entryway cards are still so plasticky. Number 4. Audi A1. It's really the most upmarket little vehicle around, in spite of the fact that vehicles like the Volkswagen Polo run it close, while the CD Biza and Ford Fiesta Vignale are relatively close behind. The A1 is something striking to check out. Take that admission-ridden front end, for instance. Indeed, a ton of the dark plastic grills don't really lead anyplace, however basically they make the Audi A1 Sportback look far sportier than a mini hatchback or VW Polo. It looks surprisingly better on the off chance that you fall for a top-spec vehicle with gigantic compound haggle's eye-getting two-tone paintwork. Saying this doesn't imply that you need to fork out for a reach-beating vehicle to get your Audi A1 Sportback with a decent inside. Number 3. Mini Hatch. This age of the Mini 3 entryway initially went marked down in 2014, however it was refreshed in 2018 with new headlights, Union Jack tail lights and the choice to have custom 3D printed manages fitted in different spots. It likewise presented a spick and span smaller than normal logo, as well as a few new motors and gearboxes to browse, yet in any case, it's all the same old thing. That implies you get a very much made inside that overflows retro appeal, however can likewise be fitted with a lot of current contacts, for example, a circle of lights around the focal infotainment screen that changes tone. Number 2. Renault Zoe. Is the Mini 3 entryway hatchback the actual meaning of little however impeccably framed? It positively looks great and drives splendidly, so you're bound to receive in return with a smile then a grimace, essentially until you attempt to get stuff into the small boot. Not exactly wonderful then, at that point. This age of the Mini 3 entryway initially went marked down in 2014, however it was refreshed in 2018 with new headlights, Union Jack tail lights and the choice to have custom 3D printed manages fitted in different spots. It likewise presented a fresh out-of-the-box new small logo, as well as a few new motors and gearboxes to look over, yet in any case, it's all the same old thing. Number 1. Volkswagen Polo. Consider the Volkswagen Polo like you would your number 1 sets of dark pants. A reasonable little vehicle looks savvy and is agreeable in ordinary use, and on the grounds that it has a Volkswagen identification on its nose it likewise accompanies an additional piece of elegant attractiveness. Yet, very much like that dependable sets of levers, it's not really the most astonishing thing you should have been visible in. Not that you ought to let that put you off considering another Polo over a Peugeot 208, a Renault Clio or a CD Biza. We believe it's quite possibly of the best little vehicle you can as of now purchase, and its reasonableness is a critical piece of its allure. What do you think about this video? Do let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.